go. And this is Charles Smith, way off. Rebound Oakley, and connects with the putback. Charles Oakley, who had an excellent 16 rebounds, gets the scoring underway. Now Jordan from long range. So the game is tied at 2. They did win here in the playoffs last season. Nice recovery by Smith, and the Knicks now lead. And Jordan in the backcourt. Grant, Cartwright, Pippen up front. Here is Jordan. Yes. The Knicks 6. The Bulls points after 3 quarters of play. Nice move by Smith. Charles Smith with those long strides.
'10 guy who faces up, can knock it out, and by showing it, you got to play him, and then he finishes like that. These coaches know how to do that.
The Knicks allow under 92 points per game. That counts, and a foul. The basket counts, and the foul is called on Charles Smith.
In changing up who the postman is, they come out of the timeout, Chicago, and go to Grant on the post-up, trying to put a foul on Oakley, and they accomplish it.
Here's Smith. Yes. So the Knicks recapture the lead. Met by Jordan as the Bulls isolate. Jordan swings in and hits, and drew the foul. What a move by Michael Jordan.
Jordan changed the routine up that time on Blackman, and a little scuffle breaking out on the court, but Michael shows it. You think he's coming back, and instead he winds up coming into the lane. Now,
Mason spinning down low, rejected by Grant. In these opening minutes, Pippen looks for the shot. Yes. Scottie Pippen off the screen.
That can change shots or block shots. You know that it's going to help lead you to some easy scores, and there, Grant with the block on Mason.
Their defense not what it was the last couple of years. Ewing battling for that one.
And they changed New York. They put Patrick Ewing back down.
Shot clock down to 5. Smith for Blackman, who fires. Yes. And the game is tied at 14. Rivers has a 3-on-2. Blackman with the pull-up. Yes. Yes, Rolando Blackman missed the entire. The Knicks lead by 2. A 6-0 run by New York. A steal off the double team. Rivers feeding Smith, who takes all the way.
Something New York did last season was make it simple for them. Don't give the dribbler a good look. The size difference here, 6'4.5", 6'10" against the 6'1" B.J. Armstrong. Too much for him. Smith out on the break after the feed from Rivers.
Like B.J. Armstrong in the starting lineup for Chicago. Starks open. Yes. Doc Rivers spotting the open man.
Now going with Blackman as a small forward. It enables Starks to come in, get warmed up, and then he can substitute in the backcourt.
Michael Jordan with 9 points. Ewing backing Purdue, goes to the hook shot and gets the friendly roll. More than Rivers and Starks now in the backcourt. Mason, Ewing, Smith up front. Ewing, yes. No question about the interesting position. Armstrong over to help. Rivers the open man. Hits the 3.
Doc Rivers is one of those players
for 32%, while the Knicks shot well, in particular the latter stage of the quarter. Jordan getting inside. The Knicks now lead by the score of 20 against Miami with a sprained ankle. Here's Starks. Yes, oh, he has the touch. He's hit 2 from deep, and the jumper. Pippen. Scottie Pippen with his second field goal. He has season. Back in November at Madison Square Garden, Knicks beat the Bulls as Ewing is able to drill it home. Second quarter. The Knicks with a 9-point lead. Mason from Smith. Bottled up. Purdue got a piece of it. Starks on the reverse. Yes, and it counts.
And when John Starks came up with the basketball, there were just 5 seconds remaining on the 24-second clock. He knew he had to somehow get the ball on the rim, make contact. It's the extra effort. There's the dive cut by Mason, the nice pass by Smith, but the extra effort here by Starks, not only to get the ball, but then get up and convert that shot. Terrific.
This is the second part of our NBA doubleheader here, a Christmas special. That counts, and the foul. Pippen will go to the line, seeking a 3-point play. Foul on Smith.
With Jordan sitting down, The program gets run through Scottie Pippen, and you can see the determination. Obviously, this team has...
Anthony. Smith off the steal, rejected. Smith again. Charles Smith hanging in tough.
Block shots well, and Herb Williams, you don't give up a whole lot.
Herb Williams with a beautiful spin. He had Scott Williams going the other.
Some of them are physical, some of them are emotional and mental.
You know, when you look at the roster...
2:20 remaining in this first half. Blackman. Knicks only one of the last 8 before. King around Starks. Pretty move by Stacey King. Jordan putting the moves on Blackman. Yes. So here are the Bulls, countered by Grant. Jordan. Pat Riley wants a 20. Pressure by Chicago, and Smith took his eye off that pass. The Knicks have been rattled by the Chicago. Jordan guarded by Blackman. Jordan. Yes.
That was Jordan trying to come from behind Ewing's head to get the swipe.
And Pippen by Chicago. Ewing lost it. But he stepped out, and it will be Chicago possession.
Well, Chicago closed the trap so hard on Doc Rivers that time, he didn't have a chance to look across the floor at the other side. Jordan feels it, elevates, knocks it down, and then he knows it, so he talks to himself a little bit to let himself know that
Michael Jordan. So, it's trying to establish Ewing, and they do. Patrick Ewing with a Chicago opening this third quarter with 10 unanswered. Pippen, Bulls by 2. Cartwright jumps out. Ewing double team, gets it to Mason. What a pass from Ewing. And Mason has tied the game at 50.
Armstrong only 1 field goal attempt. You got to get him shots.
Starks looking to shoot his way out of it. And he's tied the game. Central Division 3 games over Cleveland. Cavaliers have won 7 in a row. Last year at this time, Chicago was 20-4. Armstrong for 3. Oh, it's a 2. They change it to a 2-pointer.
Jordan on the post up that time. They play a 2-man game inside out with Jordan and BJ.
And Mason able to pull his way. And Phil Jackson understandably upset. Here's Starks. Ewing tried to put the brakes on, made the contact, but there was no foul call.
Normally that's one of those.
3.5 left. In the third, Knicks lead by 2 points. Pippen, yes. That ties the game at... Pippen jumping out on Anthony. Starks for 3, yes. John Starks with the Ewing jumping out on a switch. Chicago with the ball down by 1. A tray. Moving on Anthony. Rejected by Greg Anthony. What a play by Anthony.
To lose a little bit of the emotion that they had in the first half.
Armstrong. The Bulls with their biggest...
The Knicks certainly needed that basket. They bring Blackman off the bench, and he answers. And when you think about the fact that he's not really warm yet, big bucket.
Michael Jordan. Smith for Blackman. Fires again. Yes.
Well, Blackman comes off the bench, knocks down his first one, and
Blackman coming off a season high of 23 against Miami last Saturday. Jordan, oh, he feels it. Did it in front. 66, 4 minutes in. Fourth quarter. Blackman looking for the shot. Does it off the spin. And he's hit 3 out of 3. He was fouled as he lost it. Anthony double team. He lost it. Armstrong off the steal. Armstrong able to convert. This regular season between the Knicks and the Bulls. Knicks winning in New York back in November by 37. Pippen off the steal. Here's Jordan.
And Michael Jordan, as he transitions, scores. The double team, the hands by Pippen, and then Michael out on the break, finishes it off, and tosses it back at Greg Anthony.
New York Newsday, written by Jan Hubbard. Starks, missed the stuff.
It's where you are not making good decisions, not getting wide open shots, and then Patrick Ewing not able to get going. It's going to be a struggle.
Starks hits the three. His second, time remaining. 50 seconds to go. Fourth quarter. Jordan, yes.
Between these two teams, when New York beat them so soundly, the question still remained as Michael Jordan goes down and finishes it off. How good are these Knicks? Because they still were struggling on the road, 4-6 away from home. Again,